students, this is Manasvi from Soham Edu World, and students, welcome back to your online lecture series of class 10. Students, from last lecture we have started with the third chapter of mathematics 2, that is circle. Yes or no? Our first lecture was about prerequisites, means basic concepts or previous concepts that you have already studied in class 9. Yes or no? So I hope that part is very much clear to you. Now from today's lecture we'll start with the actual chapter. So first theorem of this chapter is tangent theorem. And tangent means what? That you have already studied in previous lecture. Tangent means what? It is a line which touches the circle only in one point. That is important. Tangent means what? A line which touches the circle only in one point. It's called tangent of the circle. And second means what? A line which intersects a circle in 2 points is called a secant. Yes or no? So what is the theorem? Tangent theorem says a tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius at the point of contact. A tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius at the point of contact. That means what? A tangent of any circle is perpendicular to the radius of the circle that we have to prove. So instead of writing, I will just explain the proof. Okay, you have to write the proof in your notebook. So you have to by heart the statement. A tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius at the point of contact. Okay, so this is the figure, and in this proof we are using indirect approach. You have already studied indirect and direct in 9th class. Yes or no? So indirect means we have to assume that the given line is not perpendicular to the segment. Yes or no? And on that basis you have to write the further statements. Eventually you will find the contradiction so that the given part is true, that you can write. Okay, so we'll see the proof. So given line L is a tangent to the circle with center O at the point of contact P. So this is one figure. This is a circle with center O, and this is the line L which touches the circle at point P. Okay, you have to prove that OP and this line L is perpendicular to each other. Okay, so to prove line L perpendicular to segment OP, that we have to prove here. Now we'll start with the proof. So as I told you, our first statement will be, let us assume that line L is not perpendicular to the segment OP. So you have to prove that it is a perpendicular, so assume that it is not perpendicular. Okay, so it is not perpendicular, then you have to draw a line which is perpendicular to this line from center O. So next statement is draw perpendicular from O to the line L and let B be the foot of the perpendicular. Take point Q on the line L such that Q dash B dash P and BP is equal to BQ. So you can draw two lines like this. Okay, here give name. This will be your perpendicular B, this is P and this is Q. Okay, so you can observe this figure. Take a point B and draw the segment OB which is perpendicular to this line. Then PB is equal to BQ. Are you getting me? So that you will get two triangles here. Okay, now we'll see how to write proof. These two triangles you can write BP is equal to BQ by construction, and angle OBP congruent to angle OBQ each of 90 degree. Yes or no? So therefore Next is segment OB congruent to segment OB. This is a common segment, yes or no? Therefore, triangle OBP and OBQ both are congruent by SAS test. By SAS test means side angle side test. So therefore segment OP congruent to segment OQ. Therefore segment OP congruent to segment OQ. Are you getting me, students? With CSST means corresponding sides of congruent triangles. But segment OP is what? It is a radius, yes or no, which is given. So therefore OQ also radius, because OP is equal to OQ, yes or no? But according to the definition of tangent, what we can say, there is only one point where the tangent can touch the circle, yes or no? So but here what is happening, as OP is equal to OQ, Q also the point which is on the circle, yes or no? So therefore L intersects the circle in two distinct points P and Q, which contradicts the definition of tangent. Are you getting me, class? Therefore our assumption is wrong, and therefore line L perpendicular to the segment OP. So this is what the proof for the tangent theorem. You have to write the proof properly along with figures given to prove, etc. Are you getting me, students? And just remember the statement of the theorem. Tangent theorem says what? A tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius at the point of contact. This should be in your mind, okay? Now students will study converse of tangent theorem. Now tangent theorem is clear to you. Then converse means what? A line perpendicular to a radius at its point on the circle is a tangent to the circle. Now opposite thing, a line which is perpendicular to the radius of a circle at its point on the circle is a tangent to the circle. Now we have to prove line L is a tangent to the circle. Are you getting me, students? So draw this figure. Given will be M is the center of the circle, Mn is the radius, line L perpendicular to segment Mn at point N. So given part is clear to you, and what we have to prove, the line L is a tangent to the circle. Line L is a tangent to the circle, that we have to prove here. Now let P be a point on the line L other than N. Now take a point P which is other than N on this line. Join M and P means center and that point. Okay. So you will get a triangle. In triangle MNP, angle MNP is 90 degrees, yes or no? Because already given MN is perpendicular to this line. So segment MP is the hypotenuse. Now this MP is hypotenuse, yes or no? Therefore segment MP is greater than segment MN, yes or no? Because hypotenuse is the longest side in a right angle triangle. Are you getting me, students? So using this you can say that MP is greater than MN, as segment MN is the radius. Therefore the point P does not lie on the circle. So that you can say the point P does not lie on this circle, as MP is greater than MN, and MN is what? It is a radius which is already given. So radius means this point is on the circle, yes or no? So definitely this MP is greater than MN means P is outside of the circle. So that you can say the point P does not lie on the circle. Therefore no point of line L other than N lies on the circle. So that you can say no point other than N lies on the circle. Therefore line L intersects the circle in only one point. So definition is fulfilled. So therefore the line L is a tangent to the circle at the point N. That is what you have to prove. Are you getting me, class? So this is the converse of tangent theorem, and statement is a line perpendicular to a radius at its point on the circle is a tangent to the circle. Students, you have to by heart these statements. Are you getting me? Please don't skip anything in this chapter, okay? Because these are some interdependent concepts and you have to understand these concepts, then and then only you can solve hot questions. Is this thing is clear to you? Now write it down in your notebook. Now the next theorem is tangent segment theorem. So what is the statement for it? Tangent segments drawn from an external point to a circle are congruent. Tangent segments drawn from an external point to a circle are congruent means there are two tangents, okay? Drawn from an external point means there is a point which is common in these two tangents. From these points you have to draw the tangents to the circle, okay? So see this figure. This is one circle with center A, okay, and D is the point which is outside to this circle. There is one tangent PD and another tangent QD, okay? So what you have to prove? Tangent segments drawn from an external point to a circle are congruent means this tangent and this tangent, they are congruent to each other. Is this thing is clear to you, students? So you have to prove this DP congruent to DQ. Are you getting me, students? Now, so given A is the center of the circle, tangents through external point D touch the circle at points P and Q. So this is external point and tangents drawn from these points touches the circle at point P and Q respectively, okay? So you have to prove segment DP congruent to segment DQ. DP congruent to DQ, that you have to prove. Construction. Draw segment AP and segment AQ. You have to draw these two segments AP and AQ. Are you getting me, class? So, and these are radius. Yes or no? By tangent theorem you can say that a tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius. So if we draw the point from this center to this point, that will be the radius of the circle. Yes or no? And these are perpendicular to each other. Is this thing is clear to you? Okay, so you will get two triangles here. Now in triangle PAD and triangle QAD, see these two triangles. Segment PA congruent to segment QA because radii of the same circle. These AP and AQ are radii of the same circle. Yes or no? So therefore segment AD congruent to segment AD. AD congruent to AD, common side. Yes or no? And angle APD congruent to angle AQD. Reason is tangent theorem, as I already told you. So by using this you can say that triangle PAD congruent to triangle QAD by hypotenuse side test, okay? So therefore segment DP congruent to segment DQC, SCT corresponding sides of congruent triangles. So proof is simple, students. Just you have to understand the concept so that you will understand the proof for tangent segment theorem. But for that you should understand first tangent theorem, okay? So that's why I have told you these all theorems are interdependent, okay? So don't skip any theorem. You have to understand the theorem, what the theorem says. Are you getting me, class? So don't skip anything from this chapter. So by heart the statements of each theorem. Well, this theorem is clear to you? Tangent segment theorem. statement is tangent segments drawn from an external point to a circle are congruent. Okay, so in today's lecture, what we have seen? We have seen tangent theorem. Tangent theorem says a tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to radius at the point of contact. Okay, then converse says what? Converse says a line perpendicular to a radius at its point on the circle is a tangent to the circle, vice versa. And now tangent segment theorem. It says that tangent segments drawn from an external point to a circle are congruent. Are you getting me, class? So I hope students today's part is very much clear to you. Today we have studied 3 theorems, okay, that you have to write in your notebook properly. So in next lecture we'll see the examples based on these theorem. Okay, now in today's lecture I'll stop here, and in next lecture we will see that topic. Okay, till then students, bye bye.